Hey there, ever had one of those conversations where you're talking, they're talking, but somehow you're both speaking completely different languages? Yeah, it's like you're trying to explain why pineapple belongs on pizza, and they're just staring at you like you've grown a second head. Well, today we're diving into the art of how to communicate effectively in any relationship. Because let's face it, we could all use a little less confusion and a lot more connection. Ready? Let's go. Communication, it's the glue that holds relationships together. Whether it's with your partner, your best friend, your mom, or even your cat. Yes, even your cat judges your tone. How you communicate can make or break the bond. But here's the thing. Effective communication isn't about being a smooth talker or having the perfect words. It's about understanding, listening, and, wait for it, actually caring about what the other person is saying. Shocking, right? Step 1. Listen like you mean it. Let's start with the most underrated superpower, listening. And no, I don't mean the kind of listening where you nod while secretly planning your grocery list. I mean active listening. This is where you actually focus on what the other person is saying, instead of just waiting for your turn to talk. Here's an example. Imagine your friend is venting about their terrible day at work. Instead of jumping in with, "Oh, that's nothing, let me tell you about my day," try saying, "That sounds really tough. What happened next?" Boom, you're not just hearing them, you're understanding them. And guess what? They'll feel valued, and you'll avoid that awkward moment where they say, "You're not even listening to me." We've all been there. Step 2, speak clearly, not cryptically. Now, let's talk about how you communicate. Ever played the guessing game in a relationship? You know, where you say something like, "I'm fine," but you're actually not fine, and you expect the other person to magically figure it out? Yeah, that's not communication. That's a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. And spoiler alert, nobody's winning that game. Instead, be clear and direct. For example, if you're upset because your partner forgot your anniversary again, don't just sigh dramatically and say, "You know what you did." Try, "I felt hurt when you forgot our anniversary because it's a special day for me." Clear, honest, and no mind reading required. Easy, right? Step 3, watch your tone. Here's a fun fact. It's not just what you say, but how you say it. Your tone can turn "can you take out the trash" into a full-blown argument. Say it with a smile, and it's a request. Say it with a glare, and suddenly it's World War III. Think of it like this. If you were a barista and someone asked for a latte, you wouldn't yell, "Fine, here's your latte," unless you want to be out of a job. Same goes for relationships. A little kindness in your tone goes a long way. Try it. Your partner might actually want to take out the trash for once. Step 4, don't assume, ask. Assumptions are like landmines in relationships. You step on one and boom, misunderstanding city. For example, if your friend cancels plans last minute, don't assume they're ditching you because they don't care. Maybe they're just swamped with work or dealing with a rogue squirrel invasion at home. It happens. Instead of jumping to conclusions, ask, "Hey, I noticed you canceled our plans. Is everything okay?" This opens the door for honest conversation instead of silent resentment. Plus, you might actually get to the root of the problem instead of creating a new one. Step 5, timing is everything. Ever tried to have a serious conversation when the other person is knee-deep in a Netflix binge or in the middle of a work deadline? Yeah, that's like trying to plant a garden during a hurricane. Not gonna work. Timing matters. If you need to talk about something important, pick a moment when both of you are relaxed and focused. For example, don't bring up your relationship issues while they're trying to assemble IKEA furniture. Trust me, no one's at their best when they're holding a hex key in a grudge. Step 6, use I statements. Here's a golden rule. When you're discussing something sensitive, start with I instead of you. Why? Because you statements can sound accusatory. For example, "You never listen to me," puts the other person on the defensive. But "I feel unheard when I'm trying to share something" focuses on your feelings without blaming them. It's like the difference between throwing a pie in someone's face and offering them a slice. One starts a fight, the other starts a conversation. Step 7, laugh together. Finally, don't forget to laugh. Humor is the secret sauce of great communication. It diffuses tension, builds connection, and reminds you that life doesn't always have to be so serious. For example, if you're arguing about whose turn it is to do the dishes, throw in a joke like, "Okay, fine, I'll do them." but only because I'm secretly training for the dishwashing Olympics. Suddenly the mood lightens, and you're both laughing instead of glaring at the sink. So, there you have it, 7 simple steps to communicate effectively in any relationship. Listen like you mean it, speak clearly, watch your tone, ask anxios instead of assuming, pick the right timing, use I statements, and don't forget to laugh. Remember, communication isn't about being perfect, it's about being present, and if all else fails, just remember, pineapple on pizza is a valid life choice, even if they don't agree. Thanks for watching, and here's to fewer misunderstandings and more meaningful connections.